See, I don't pray for what you think I would. Not for money, not for cars, not even for my own hood. I just close my eyes.
Where my shades at?
And I pray. I pray that Sunday don't stay the most fake day of the week. That we live what we preach when we rise to our feet. I pray one day we don't see color in the face. Only one race, one love, the human race. I pray for peace, not power. For unity that don't fold in the dark hour. I pray for the child with no voice, no meal. That one day he eats and knows how love feels. I pray success finds the ones that grind quiet, who didn't sell their soul just to go viral. I pray we remember his grace when we fall, that God still answers when we don't call. I pray for you, yeah. You're scrolling on your phone, feeling broken, feeling left all alone. I pray your health stays strong, your path stays clear, and blessings fall on you like tears. I want you to notice what I don't say in these lines. I never pray for money, and I never pray for myself. I never even pray for the ones closest to me. I pray for the mothers with tears in their eyes, holding it down but dying inside. I pray for the father who left too soon and the child he made trying to fill that room. I pray for the teacher who's spinning their own, trying to give hope cause the system is blown. I pray for the ones who got talent but no light, for the ones that write verses just to make it through the night. I pray we break generational chains, stop passing down drama like it's part of our name. I pray our hearts don't stay numb from the pain, and one day we dance in the middle of the rain. I pray for the silence behind fake smiles, for the strong ones breaking after holding it a while. I pray for the ones that feel too far gone, that God still reaching when the devil gets strong. I pray for the kids locked up in the system, no love, no hugs, just the world that miss them. And I pray for the soldier with scars on his mind, he made it back home but left peace behind. I pray for the ones who scream but ain't heard, who feel invisible when they speak a word. I pray you feel seen, I pray you feel true. I pray that these words can help you. But what I mostly pray for is you.
What I mostly pray for is you. When I was writing, I got a friend, a girlfriend of mine. She's just a friend, y'all, just a friend. And her mother's boyfriend was in the military in, I don't know, Vietnam. Y'all heard the story. When he came back, he was never right, man. He wake up yelling in his sleep, and he can't get right. He just can't get right, man. And I always think about him, man, because I witnessed it. You know, we be hanging out, going to clubs. After we go to the clubs, then sometimes I try to spend the night over our house because I'm too tired to go home or whatever. And I sleep downstairs with him, and he been up all night, and he looked like he ain't nowhere near sleepy. And I'm scared to go to sleep, man. This dude look like he about to do something, but you don't know in this world. You don't know what people going through, man. And check this out, man. Let's get to this video, man. Solange exposes secrets about Jay-Z hidden family that shocks you. Give him a thumbs up. This is Black T. I don't know. They send me this stuff, y'all, and I just react to it. Thank everybody for supporting the channel, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Uncle Mike is gonna bless some people, man. I feel it coming. Y'all coming around. Y'all coming around slow, but we coming around and we're gonna help some people, man. I'm hoping that Jay-Z and Beyonce is not hiding the little boy Sir. You don't never see Sir that much because he's a little slow or something happened to him birth. That's even more reason to show the world how beautiful he is. Then you got the mother, the Beyonce mother with her stupid self. She's stupid, man. I He's not into. He's a kid. You don't know what he into. He don't even know what a camera is. He ain't into the cameras. He into numbers. All right. We gonna buy that, y'all. All this stupidity stuff. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check it out, man. You know what tripped me out when rich folks and these celebrities and rich people say dumb stuff out of their mouth. When they say dumb stuff out of their mouth and we gotta accept it. Like that Charlemagne boy talking about Umar Jones. What? Use the stupid. Oh my God! Hit that subscribe button.
Some people have a constant feud with just one person. You know, Jay-Z is Solange's favorite. She's not throwing her hands in an elevator this time either. Solange. She's dropping direct.
Okay, here we go. Solange is Beyonce's sister, right? Y'all help Uncle Mike out now. I want y'all smart. Y'all help teach me.
Truth bombs. This woman has just revealed something amazing. The other family. It's not a tabloid story or a rumor. The ride or die sister of Beyoncé, Solange, simply lit the match and threw it into Jay's meticulously concealed secrets. Solange has never held back when criticizing Jay-Z, particularly when it comes to her sister. As anyone who has followed these two for a while knows, she has never attempted to be amicable with him. Additionally, there are layers to this most recent revelation because it goes beyond cheating. It concerns side children, secret DNA testing, and women who have been silent for decades. If Solange is yelling it from the rooftops, you can be sure that it's serious. So let's begin with Letitia Mercer, the purported head of Jay-Z's outside mess. She recently came forward to say that she was Jay's daughter, not someone who might be or even related. No, she claimed to be his child outright and to have the receipts. She claims that the results of an ancestry DNA test she took indicated a 99% match. Her mom tried to contact Jay in the past, but no one took them seriously, she wrote online, adding that she's sick of being silent. Lawyers dismissed her with a laugh. She was dismissed by others. She's finished hiding, though. Even Letitia's mom's longtime friend added that she was the one who first introduced Jay-Z and Letitia's mom years ago. She retains every memory. How they used to hang out, drink, play cards, and swear that Letitia's claims are entirely true, as well as where they first met. She could even recall the streets and the precise apartment where it all happened. Additionally, they were allegedly told, "Do you know how many women say Jay-Z is their baby daddy?" when they attempted to contact Jay's label to inform him about the baby. The doors slammed shut like clockwork. If this sounds familiar, it's because Jay-Z's paternity has been questioned before, presenting Rye Satterwhite, a name that has been in circulation for more than 15 years. This man has repeatedly appeared in court attempting to have Jay-Z submit to a DNA test, but Jay has consistently avoided it. Jay was finally ordered by a judge to provide his DNA because the situation became so heated. However, Rymere abruptly dropped the case around the time of the test. According to reports, Jay-Z backed off after his lawyers used some clandestine tactics. Doesn't it sound shady? And that's precisely the reason Solange is angry. In addition to the fact that Jay-Z has been evading paternity tests like the plague, this whole situation seems to be a rerun of the past. Recall Matthew Knowles, the father of Beyoncé and Solange? Because of his infidelity, that man destroyed their family. After his marriage to Tina Knowles, he had not one but two children. He immediately returned and had another child with a different woman, despite Tina's attempts to forgive him and give him another chance. Tina wasn't the only one who suffered from that heartbreak. Solange and Beyoncé were also affected. There is more to Solange's observation of Jay-Z's similar behavior than infidelity. It has to do with trauma, safeguarding her sister, and ensuring Beyoncé doesn't experience the same suffering as their mother. That's why Solange is yelling and berating him. She's speaking to everyone this time, not just Jay, because she is spilling a generational tea, not just a messy one. Jay-Z may want to brace himself given the way things are beginning to pile up, as Solange is just getting started. The image of Jay-Z as a family man, cultural icon, and billionaire mogul has always been polished and untouchable. Beneath his immaculate suit and extravagant appearance, however, lies a wealth of secrets that he has been keeping hidden for decades. And those secrets are now finally making a comeback, all thanks to Solange. Letitia and Rymere aren't the only ones raising their hands, you see. There are loud and persistent rumors that Jay-Z has even more kids, children who lack not only not a seat at the Roc Nation table, but also not fame or millions. A name that frequently appears in Coy Corners is Olivia McFall. Although she isn't claiming to be a child of Jay-Z, her background is equally convoluted. Olivia revealed information that caused even ardent admirers to pause and think. She claims that Jay-Z didn't even approach her at first, but he made an attempt to make out with her when he was still married to Beyoncé. To get her number, he dispatched his bodyguard as if it were a game.
Whoa, man. Sometimes hey, pump your brakes a little bit and let it breathe and marinate. You married, bruh, and you over here, hey, that's not good.
A child of Jay-Z, her background is equally convoluted. Olivia revealed information that caused even ardent admirers to pause and think. She claims that Jay-Z didn't even approach her at first, but he made an attempt to make out with her when he was still married to Beyoncé. To get her number, he dispatched his bodyguard as if it were a game. Olivia refused to accept it. No, she said. She didn't intend to be a supporting character, but it was obvious that Jay wasn't used to being turned down. They reconnected in Miami a few weeks later, and Jay took the initiative this time, just him and Olivia, trying to keep things low-key, conversing in a quiet corner. However, when Solange arrived, the laid-back atmosphere was short-lived, and she came in hot, Olivia says. Pure heat in her eyes, no warning, no words. Olivia immediately retreated. She had no intention of being laid out by Beyoncé's younger sister. Furthermore, since Solange never makes empty threats, she most likely wasn't mistaken to be afraid. She ships. Olivia was direct in her statement. Solange's energy caused her to permanently leave Jay. She knew everything she needed to know from that one glance. It also makes sense. Solange is not merely Beyoncé's younger sister. She serves as her shield, bodyguard, and protector. She will also intervene if she feels that someone is attempting to interfere with her sister's life. She doesn't care if you're a random girl or a seasoned professional. She's coming for you if you're contributing to the issue. And that's what makes this whole thing even more explosive, because people are now claiming that Jay-Z's skeleton closet is overflowing rather than just full. Secret children have been alluded to by several women. There are several names being floated. For years, some have remained silent. Some are only now raising their voices. However, it's becoming difficult to ignore the pattern. G has a past. And it's not just Grammy speeches and chart-topping songs. Solange's rage is not a sudden emotion. It has a deeper, more intimate foundation, because it alters your perspective on everything. When your own father destroys your family by leaving and lying for years, and Solange isn't looking to see the same thing happen again. She will not tolerate Jay pulling a Matthew Knowles too. That fight in the elevator wasn't just out of anger. Years passed while she watched someone portray her sister, and now that all of this new mess is brewing, it's like adding gasoline to a fire that's already burning. And if you believe it stops there, reconsider. Jay-Z has the authority to stifle rumors, control narratives, and bury lawsuits. However, when actual people begin to speak, when women begin to make connections, when daughters begin to demand answers, power only goes so far, because eventually the truth becomes louder than silence. It appears that Jay will require more than just PR spin and pricey attorneys to win this case, especially since Solange is out here stoking the fires. The similarity between Jay-Z's story and the one Beyoncé and Solange already experienced with their father is what truly shocks people. Matthew Knowles was no ordinary paternal figure. He served as their family's model for treachery. He had children from outside, he spent years lying, and their family was destroyed when the truth was revealed. Therefore, it's more than just a scandal to see Jay-Z, who was meant to be different, allegedly going down the same route. A deep personal wound is being torn apart once more. It was startling enough the first time it happened to Matthew. Nixon was the son of his affair with Alexandra Wright. Tina Knowles made an effort to remain composed. She was forgiving, she remained. But history continued to repeat itself despite forgiveness. With Takoya Bronscombe, Matthew ultimately became the father of another child. That was the last straw. Tina filed for divorce. In public, the noble family's perfect, refined, close-knit image fell apart. Solange felt every bit of it, even though Beyoncé may have kept quiet. She was altered by that betrayal. Solange perceives more than infidelity when Jay-Z's name begins to be associated with one woman after another and lawsuit after lawsuit. She is reminded of her past. She witnesses the anguish it caused their mother and how it destroyed everything. She is now so outspoken about it because of this. She is defending, not merely responding. because in her opinion, Jay-Z is harming more than just Beyoncé if he has hidden children and a history of broken promises. He is acting in the same manner as Matthew. In all of this, Ramir Satterwhite remains one of the most enduring names. The man has been trying to get Jay-Z to recognize him since he was a teenager. He asserts that he is the product of his mother's brief liaison with Jay prior to the fame truly taking hold. However, Jay-Z has refused to submit to a DNA test in spite of the years and court cases. It was once mandated by a judge. However, Ramir inexplicably dropped the case before it could take place. Just silence, no explanation, and that silence says a lot to many people. Now picture yourself as Solange, observing man after man evade responsibility, observing your sister, one of the most influential female musicians, endure the same emotional trash that destroyed your family.
Hey, wait a minute. Ramir dropped a certain part of the case, but not the part about Jay-Z still got to take that daggone DNA test. That's still on the table. Trust me, that's still on the table. He said that they got to play little games back and forth and all that stuff. But Ramir hadn't gotten any settlement and all that type of stuff. I just want to make sure that Uncle Mike is putting out the best knowledge that I know. It's still on the table. It's not like he just took it off the table. This stuff is still going on. I'm sorry, y'all.
Ramir inexplicably dropped the case before it could take place. Just silence, no explanation.
He gave an explanation, and his explanation is he dropped a certain part of the case. There was more parts to the case. Not that Jay-Z needed to take that DNA part. That part is still on the table. The part where it was something else, I don't know.
And that silence says a lot to many people. Now picture yourself as Solange, observing man after man evade responsibility, observing your sister, one of the most influential female musicians, endure the same emotional trash that destroyed your family. Even worse is witnessing the man in charge receive accolades, business deals, and legacy respect, while these purported children are left fatherless, their names being dragged, and their stories being disregarded. Not all of Solange's outbursts are the result of her anger. Stepping into the fray is what she always does. Although she's never needed the limelight, she takes charge when the situation demands it. It's no surprise that she's crashing out in public, especially since more women are implying that they have ties to Jay-Z, and more alleged children are being discussed. She has never shied away from being that person. Rumor has it that Jay-Z suppressed more paternity stories before they even made the news by using his influence. TA agreements, silent payments, and legal action threats. Even though none of that is verified, it raises more questions. People are curious about how many secrets still exist and how many stories were suppressed before they could be told. Because it's more than just Jay-Z's infidelity at this point. It's about burying names and using half-truths to build a legacy. And for Solange, that legacy has a direct impact on her sister, niece, nephew, and other family members, whom she fiercely defends. Jay-Z may be wealthy, well-known, and have attorneys, but he lacks Solange's silence, and more people are beginning to pay attention now that she is speaking up. Additionally, it gets more difficult for him to hide the more they listen.
Yeah, man. Hey, they ain't say nothing about my man, Sir. I can't wait to start seeing Sir, man. When Sir jumps out there, baby, it's gonna be on like popcorn. He gonna be cool as I don't know what, man. I think, me personally, back on Jay-Z's younger kids, the two little ones, and I think it's something. It's not nothing wrong with her, but it's something fishy about Blue. Also, I don't think, with the baby bump bending, buckling. They said the baby bump buckled under the red dress. Come on, y'all. Enough is enough, man. We tired of all this stuff. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all, hey, take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.